Warning, the following game is rated T for realistic-looking violence toward non-human-looking characters. Viewer discretion is advised. Please just do what you're told. Because I am your father, and I said so.
Super Couch Brotatoes!
Single serving.
What's up, taters? Welcome to Jedi Knight Jedi Academy. We are going to be doing a solo playthrough of this game because Josh and I were unable to figure out a time to coordinate where we could record together. So at the moment, I am going to be going through and doing this thing as you do. So to start off, let's see. I think I was a Rodian. Been a Rodian the last couple times I played. Prior to that, I was. Let's see. Man. Let's see. Being a Twi'lek. A lot of my decision making at the moment is based on the outfits that these people have. So in this game, this is kind of like an adventure RPG kind of game, similar to The Legend of Zelda or what have you. Here you have your character customization screen, which unfortunately the customization is ridiculously limited. It's actually kind of sad how little customization you're allowed in this game. And none of the decisions that you make in regard to your customization have any effect outside of their aesthetic. Which honestly is really disappointing because you have a variety of species to choose from, and I'm sure that some variant in the species you choose could provide some sort of advantages to the gameplay later on, depending on how you want to do things. Apparently, the game developers didn't quite see it that way because you are left with purely aesthetic options, only 3 different heads for each person, very limited apparel options. Let's see, I think that's the outfit I want to go with. No, I like this. Lots of pouches. All right. In any case, I enjoy this game quite a bit. I have a lot of fond memories of playing this game when growing up. I sunk hours into this game. You know those games where a long time ago in a galaxy far, far away, you're so invested in something when you're young, you go to sleep and you dream about it later. Like this was a game that I did that with. Like, I was so invested in this game. I remember I spent so much time on this game one day before we had to go somewhere. I woke up the next day and I had been playing like I was in the game in my mind before we went wherever it was, and that memory kind of sat with me that day. Jedi Knight Jedi Academy. 10 years after the Battle of Endor, the Imperial Remnant continues to be driven back by the New Republic, forcing the Imperials to adopt increasingly desperate tactics in the ongoing struggle. Meanwhile, Jedi Master Luke Skywalker moves to restore the Jedi to their former place as peacekeepers of the galaxy at his Jedi Academy on Yavin 4. Don't interrupt me, I'm trying to read an opening crawl, dagnabbit. Jaden Kor, a promising student from Coruscant, is en route to the Academy after achieving the impossible, creating a lightsaber without any formal Jedi training. Anyhow, so yeah, I love this game. Yeah, it's not like, a mind-blowingly phenomenal game by any means. It's very flawed. It's far from perfect, but I love the pre-rendered cutscenes. Obviously not this. This is kind of rough. And why is it doing that? Why is it doing that? I don't understand. This has happened the last few times that I've played. This opening cutscene, for whatever reason, there's this flashing. And that's not supposed to happen. Anyway, here we are introducing characters.
I wouldn't worry about that.
I can't help it.
Yeah, this is.
I want to make a good impression.
You're
You seem
very,
really nervous.
Aren't you?
very
I mean,
ambitious.
Why would you be? You already have a lightsaber, so you're probably way ahead of me. I'm Rosh, by the way.
Very driven partner, Rosh. Those eyes, though. Oh
what's
my
your name?
gosh.
Jaden.
So where'd you get that lightsaber?
Well, it's kind of a long story.
And,
I found myself on.
Hold on.
You never hear the rest of that story, by the way. But yeah, it is a little bit jarring to kind of go between these pre-rendered cutscenes and like the ones with the game models. That back and forth is really weird. I never really noticed that before. Because like the models are so rough here, and yet they look so good for what they are in the pre-rendered parts. Anyhow, this is what you call a distraction, because obviously they've drawn Luke out so that this spy chick here can steal some secrets. Anyhow, I don't freaking know. I'm just trying to come up with things to talk about. All right, here we go. So this is the beginning of the tutorial phase of the game.
Hey, I'm stuck. Can you help?
Hold on, Rosh. I'm on my way.
Something that I appreciate
Jade,
about...
See if you can make your way around there.
Thank you, Rosh. The way this...
Maybe you can use your lightsaber to cut those trees down and make a bridge.
Good gracious, what is up with me? So many yawnings, so many yawnings, so much yawning. I can't. Thank you, Rosh. Didn't you just say that? Anyhow, one of the things that I love about the tutorial phase of this game is how naturally it's implemented into the game's universe. It doesn't feel forced or hand-holdy. Sorry, Rosh. To me at all. It feels very... It feels like it flows very well into the bulk of the gameplay. And it makes sense in the game's universe. So at this point, you know, you have an established reason to be just the two of you, where you're, you know, running around, and it gives you an opportunity to learn how to use your lightsaber, to learn this is my slash. Hey, if I move while I'm slashing, I can do different kinds of slashes rather than just this, you know, whatever. There's my overhead. Or you can kill Rosh, and, you know, if you kill Rosh, then yeah. Then you can do that, and then everything will be horrible because you just got a game over. And this is why you save frequently in these kinds of games, so that you don't have to go back further than necessary. Anyhow, yeah, so it gives you a perfect opportunity to learn how to use your different abilities. Yeah, you try not to kill Rosh as you're demonstrating for your audience what you can do. And it just, yeah, it flows so seamlessly, in my mind.
Hey, maybe you can use your saber to make
You know,
another
and
bridge.
yeah, you have points like that where it's like Rosh is like, hey, use your lightsaber to do this. That does feel a little bit hand-holdy, but it's not like, you know, it's not like press the right trigger to throw your freaking, or the right mouse button to throw your freaking lightsaber. It's like, use your lightsaber to do the thing, and then it's up to you to figure out how to do things. And like, once you get into the next phase of the tutorial, like the proper tutorial, then things feel even more naturally implemented because it's like a training course. And so once again, everything makes sense in the world of the game.
You're the one with the lightsaber, after all.
in that, you know, you're learning how to use your Force abilities here. It's still cutting people's arms off to kill them. But yeah, you learn your different Force abilities within that context. And yeah, I just think it's cool. Anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and face this this dude with the lightsaber, who's a little show off, on the next one. Later, taters.